Well, this new diamond formation that we have been using quite recently has been working quite well in the Premier League, but let's see if it can work against probably one of the best teams in the world, and that is Real Madrid. Hello, welcome to Club 4, Part 3 of the Globe Explorer. Coming up in today's episode, we've got our first games in the Champions League coming up for you. We're going to be playing against Real Madrid and AC Milan. We do have some off-camera games as well, but I think those are the two matches I'm going to show you today. So, obviously, Real Madrid is going to be a bit challenging. But the form since the last episode, I think we've only played 2 games since the last episode. No, 3, yeah. Just the 3 games. We did beat Everton 1-0. Did unfortunately get knocked out in the Carabao Cup by Birmingham, but we did play a heavily rotated side. Played some of the youngsters, so that's basically why we got knocked out. Then we did beat Millwall 3-1. Good to get one over Millwall. No bad feelings about them, but they're not a great side. They're definitely not going to finish in the Champions League spots, but they are doing quite well so far. They're in 11th, which is where you would expect them to be. I doubt they're going to finish above that, but we have made our first signing, and that is Andrea Fiontini. He's a Italian centre attacker mid, 2.5 stars of current ability, 4.5 star potential. He's a decent Premier League player. Comes in from Juventus for 26.5 million, pretty much coming in as a backup to Phil Foden. Can play anywhere, can play attacking mid, can play centre mid. So that's why we basically brought him in. Just a bit of a cover player, I would say. But Premier League wise so far, it's been going quite well. 5th place, only played 5 games, but I've played 4 of them. We're in 5th place, 5 points behind Premier League leaders Aston Villa, which that's a bit strange, but we'll ignore the Premier League for now. Let's focus on the Champions League today and hopefully try and get a win against Real Madrid. So the lineup will be Restes in goal, a back 4 of Couto, Esteve, Gavardia and Hato, Timber at the base of the midfield. Then ahead of him we've got Bellingham and Russo. Attacking mid we've got Phil Foden. Then up front we've got Vergaga and Erling Haaland, both returning from injury. Vergaga is fit to play. Is he actually fit to play? He is. We'll keep an eye on him. Obviously, might get him off at half-time, might get him off during the halfway through the second half, but hopefully he can make it through the whole match, which I highly doubt it, but if we can keep those two fit, I think we're going to be a really strong team. But obviously, if one of them gets injured, yeah, not so much, but we do have Salihevich down on the bench should we need him, who is on his day probably potentially a really good striker, but just not yet. He is our third best striker. Apart from that, don't really have anyone else that can play up front. I suppose Phil Foden could also play up front, so maybe we should potentially have got in another striker, but I don't think we really need 4 strikers. I think 3 is plenty, especially when Williams comes back. I think he can probably do a job up front. If not, we can start training him up. And that was a decent cross. I think Vergaga was lurking at the back, sort of back post area, but the cross was a little bit light in terms of power. But hopefully we can still get a goal. Bellingham plays the ball to Haaland. He goes into the box. Bellingham. Vergaga has the shot, but he somehow hits the crossbar from like 6 yards out. And Bellingham with a header against his former club as well. That could have been 1-0 to Man City, but we were just a little bit unlucky there. But half an hour gone, I'd say we've been the better team. We've created more chances. We've got the corner. Foden whips in. Who was that at the back post? I'm not sure who it was, but Couto has the chance to cross, and Haaland is there at the back post to head it into the back of the net to make it 1-0 to Man City with 10 minutes left to play of the first half. That's what we were looking for. That's the sort of first half we want. A goal very late in it. That would be Another goal here would be absolutely fantastic, but I don't think we're going to get a second, are we? No, but I'd take that for the first half. I wasn't sure how this diamond formation was going to play out against Real Madrid, considering they're playing two decent wingers. They've still got Mbappe. I'm not sure. I don't think he's a winger. I think he's more of a striker, but I'm not the Real Madrid manager yet. But I'm not. I'm not going to play down the possibility of us becoming Real Madrid manager in the not so distant future. Right, Fagaga is going to make way for Stanijevic. Let's just swap those two around. And I think we also get off Phil Foden on for Fiorentini. What's his best role? Just keep him as a attacking midfielder. What is actually his best role? A right winger. Right, he can stay as an attacking mid. We're not messing around with formations. And I think for the final change for now will be LaRusso off for New Bissy. Come on, lads, we've got 25 minutes left to play. Just one goal in it for us. So hopefully a second goal, hopefully now before the changes go through, should do us a world of good. Bellingham plays the ball to Hato, has the chance to cross. He does, but it does go out for a corner, which is it's still good. But I would prefer him to have the shot and hopefully go into the back of the net. Hato has got the ball, plays the ball back to Cavadio. Is this going to be a goal? It looks very promising. Koto, come on, cross it. Yeah, Stanijevic is there for his first goal of the season, and he does put us 2-0 up against Real Madrid. And I don't want to count my chickens too early, but I think that's the 3 points wrapped up. I think we're going to get a win here. Obviously, we've still got 20 minutes left to play. Anything can happen, but I think we're definitely close to winning this game. Obviously, it's not wrapped up yet, but I'd say give it another 5 minutes if Real Madrid haven't scored. I'd say we've probably won the game. Couto is shattered, but played well, so we are going to get on Morales. We don't actually have another right back. Obviously, yes, we do. We've got Rico Lewis. He's injured. And I think final change will be Hato off for Adrian Evans, who we are ever so slightly trying to train him up to be a left back, because he's a centre back, a left wing back, but not a left back. His best role is going to be, well, as our backup left back. Definitely not good enough to start, but he's a useful player to come off the bench if we need to get him on for a bit of a fresh legs on the field. Timber has got the ball. Can we get a tackle in something, please? Come on, that's got to be a foul. And this is that's poor, but our players are starting to get a little bit tired. But we have conceded our first goal of the game. It's still got 3 minutes left to play. I highly doubt Real Madrid are going to get another goal back to make the game level. They've got a couple minutes left, but I don't think we're going to do. I think we are just going to about hold on, and we do. And it does end in a 2-1 win for the boys in blue. The boys in sky blue are victorious in my first game in the Champions League. And look at that. That is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. But now we've got 3 games off camera. Liverpool, Napoli, and Sheffield United should be 3 very simple wins, hopefully. Liverpool, I'm not sure how they're doing in the league. Not great, not the best of starts. They are down in 8th. They're only 1 point behind us, but still not a great start. Napoli, I'm not sure. What did they do in their first... they haven't played their first Champions League games. That's great. So that's a little bit of a unknown. Then Sheffield United should be a nice, easy win. So hopefully, if we're lucky, we could potentially be top of the league by the next game. So hopefully, it's 3 wins, and hopefully we carry on our winning Champions League momentum with a win against AC Milan. Well, with the 3 off-camera games we played, including a fitness friendly, because we had that crazy long international break, a month-long international break. That is absolutely, it's just insanity. But the 3 off-camera games we did drew 0-0 against Liverpool, which I guess it wasn't all bad. Erling Haaland didn't start in that game because he was coming back from a small injury. We absolutely dismantled Napoli. We beat them 4-1 with the goals coming from Couto, who got 2, and Vergaga, who also got 2. Before that, he was on a pretty much goal drought. Then we absolutely annihilated Sheffield United 5-1 with the goals coming from Fiorentini, who got 2, Hernandez, who got 1, and Vergaga getting another 2 goals in the minutes of 71 and 72. Generally, did not even realise he got 2 goals in the space of a minute. That is a sign of a great player. But this is the league table after those 2 off-camera Premier League games and the 1 Champions League game. We do sit second in the Champions League table, but that doesn't matter for now. But we are still 5th in the league. The top 4 is very, very strange. Aston Villa first, West Ham second, Crystal Palace third, Newcastle United 4. I mean, you wouldn't predict that after 7 games in real life, would you? No way, Jose, but it is the table now. But the lineup for our match against AC Milan, just to make sure that is all correct. Yeah, Restes in goal, a back 4 of Couto, Brathwaite, Cavadio and Hato. LaRusso at the base of the midfield. Then we've got Bellingham and Hernandez. Then in front of them, we've got Phil Foden. Then the strike force today, as ever, Vergaga and Haaland. These 2 pretty much unstoppable. Who's Williams? Nico Williams is back from injury. Not back, so we're not going to bother having him on the bench. Neither is Rico Lewis. They're nearly back. I'm not sure where Nico Williams fits into this formation, whether we train him up to be another striker. I'm definitely not changing formation because this diamond seems to be working a treat. Obviously, we've played most of the big teams for now, and except for Arsenal, but all the big teams that includes Tottenham, Liverpool. I think we've already played Chelsea, so we've already played Man United. Obviously, we're Man City, so we can't include them in the big 6 because we can't play ourselves. So yeah, I think the diamond, certainly against the smaller teams like Sheffield United. Obviously, we did beat them 5-1. I think we absolutely annihilate the smaller teams. The big teams, yeah, a little bit of a harder match, and that's not the greatest of starts. We are 1-0 down to AC Milan. I think it was Okafor with the goal. So not the best of starts to the first half that I could have hoped for, but hopefully we can try and get at least 1 goal this half, especially with Haaland back in the lineup. We should be getting at least a couple goals. I should think. Haaland does go down in the box, and I think we might have ourselves a penalty kick. Come on, lads. If this gets given, we're scoring this all day long. Who's taking it? If Haaland score, Haaland is going to step up. Will he score it? Hopefully. He's left-footed? I didn't realise that Haaland was left-footed. I thought he was right-footed. Has Haaland been left-footed all this time, and I've never realised it? He must have either... He is left-footed. I generally never even noticed that. It's never even crossed my mind. I thought all these years, ever since he's been playing for Man City, I thought he's been right-footed, not left-footed. That is absolutely insane. I've learned something new today. Erling Haaland is left-footed. How many other players do I think are left-footed but are right-footed but are left-footed? That is just that's just mind-boggling. That I generally didn't even realise that. I'm getting distracted from the game now. Cavadio has got the ball back down at the back and replays the ball to Hato, and he gives the ball straight away. But we do win the back almost instantaneously. But Haaland is through on his strong left foot, but this time he does get caught ever so marginally offside. But for first half, it's not too bad. It's all right. Let's keep it up, lads. Hopefully, the second goal should hopefully end up coming, but I'm not sure about that. But AC Milan do put the ball into the back of the net for their second goal of the game. Came through Rafa layout that's not really good, not really part of the plans, but let's hopefully try and get at least another goal. Do we go attack? Do we go attacking? Because we played well against Sheffield United on a attacking mentality. Scrap that because Haaland has got the equaliser. I don't think he was offside. Nope, he's not. The goal does get given, and we are on second time for the match. We are back on level terms, and hopefully that's the last goal. That's the last equaliser we should have to get. Just something I've just realised. AC Milan, I've got Salvatore screaming in goal. A former player, a former loanee of ours when we were manager of Millwall. He seemed to have is he the first choice for AC Milan? If he is, we might have just made his. Oh my God, they've scored another goal. This is getting ridiculous now. Stop it, AC Milan. You ruining the game. Just I want to check this out. See, screaming. Is he? I mean, his value's shot up massively, but he might be their first choice. He played 32 games last year. I'd say Millwall was the making of his career. I don't want to say that, but we might have done it. Right, Hato looking very tired. Hartman is going to come on again. Another player just coming back from injury, trying to ease him in ever so slightly. I think. Who else comes off? I think Phil Foden also comes off for Fiorentina. Not having the best of games, but hopefully with half an hour left to play, do we move to attacking mentality? We've got a free kick, so we'll just see what happens here. Fagaga with a free kick. Did Screaming get a touch onto that? He did. And it does go out for a corner ball, which Kuto is going to whip in. Can we get the equaliser once again? No, we don't. Not this time, but it is another corner. Can we make this one count? Hartman is going to whip it in. Come on, that's not a bad delivery. I think Haaland was at the back of the post, but just didn't get anything on it. It's a good ball across goal, but nobody gets on the end of it. And I think now is the time to go to the attacking mentality. LaRusso is going to make way for Nubisi. And I think Hernandez also comes off for Mina. Come on, lads. It's hopefully 25 minutes left to play. We've definitely got more goals in us, but we just need to somehow create a few more chances to hopefully get that third equaliser. I can't believe we've never been in front of this game, but that is just really silly now. Come on, lads. We've got 5 minutes left to play. We've got the throwing with Hartman. Plays the ball to Haaland. What are you doing there, Haaland? You should be in the box. Hartman, Bellingham, Mina, go on. Fiorentina. How has he missed that? Fiorentina, you were on fire against Napoli, but somehow we missed it. That might be our first ever defeat in charge of Man City. Luckily, it was in the Champions League, and we do have a few easy Champions League games coming up. I think we've got further Batche next, which should hopefully be an easy win. I'm not going to show you too many of the league phase games because I'm not sure. Don't really remember who we have. We've got Fenerbahce, Nice, Porto. Then after, when we come back in January, Celtic and Feyenoord. So we've got the difficult games done and out the way. As far as the Premier League games go, yeah, all the difficult games are done. Maybe Chelsea and Arsenal. So I think probably what we'll do is we've done 2 episodes in very quick succession. I think we'll play a whole bunch of games off camera. Then we'll come back for our Premier League game against Arsenal and our league phase game against Porto. If you have enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more Daily Football Manager videos, and thank you very much for watching.